Dwayne Johnson.
And cut to 3 and stop. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Nerd Archive podcast. Today we're going to be talking about some DC universe. On this first segment, we're going to be talking about the first DC movie we ever saw. So let's go. I know the first DC movie I ever saw was Batman Returns with Michael Keaton.
Definitely one of the better Batman.
And that's it. Thank you guys for joining us. We have reached the final countdown.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No one finished it. Oh man, that was
Yeah.
anticlimactic.
You missed your cue, man.
All right, guys, what was what was the first DC movie you guys ever saw?
Same. Probably because of you.
I think we are all in the same boat.
Yeah.
Maybe. What about you, Justin?
Not necessarily. The first DC movie I ever saw was actually the first Superman with Christopher Reeve.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Question.
No, I stand on my answer.
No, I do remember watching Superman stuff.
What's your question?
Is that the same guy that did the Legends show? Or is that another actor? I'm not sure what that.
No, Christopher Reeves is dead.
Sadly.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
Superman fell off a horse and then became paraplegic.
You froze?
You
He
did.
froze.
Yeah, you guys both froze up.
His back froze. That's fine. Yeah, no, that was the first Superman movie.
yeah.
It was pretty cool for the time.
Definitely wasn't the best Superman movie. I think the best one of the ones that he did was the I'm trying to remember here, was the second one with General Zod.
Yeah.
I think that one
Yeah,
I
that
think
one's
was
pretty good.
the better one of the ones that he did. I don't remember how many he did. I know he did at least 3.
Was it 3 or 4?
That's what I'm wondering. I don't want to say definitively.
Because I can see the title in my head, and I feel like I can remember number 4 Roman numeral.
Let's see.
Is that the intern's turn?
Could be.
Yes, the interns are gonna go in this. I don't know what that meant.
The intern's stunner.
I don't know. I don't know, man. Today's episode is gonna be hard. It's gonna be rough.
She did say that. I heard it.
Yeah, you do have Michael Scott behind you.
I don't know. You've been on a bit of a Michael Scott kick there recently.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
As always.
I have Discord open, and the only thing I can see right now is the last meme you posted, and it's Michael Scott.
He's always in me.
That's weird. That's what she said.
That's why I said it.
All right. So, what did you like about the first DC movie you watched? If you liked it, anybody?
Bueller.
Well, I know that the first one I saw was Superman, but what I can remember is Batman more than anything else, especially the one with Penguin, like the Penguin, with Danny DeVito. Yeah,
Batman Returns.
That's the one I remember. And then after that is which one is the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Batman
Robin.
and Batman Forever.
And Robin is in that one. Yeah. So those are the two that I remember the most. Even though that's the second and third, right? Yeah.
Yeah. That's the third and fourth. Well, Batman Returns is the second one, yes. The one with DeVito. I was obsessed with that movie. I owned it on VHS, and I can assure you that we had to buy a different copy.
Is that the one with Catwoman in it? Okay.
Yep.
That's the
Yes.
one I can remember the most. And it's
yeah,
because of
Michelle
Catwoman
Pfeiffer.
going,
Yeah.
going banana balls and just
Mhm.
fuck it all.
I don't think
No,
she
she
fucked
said
it all.
fuck it
It was.
all. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then she blew up some things, made a cat suit, fed some kittens, killed some men. You know, goals.
Drink some milk.
Oh, she's my
Damn.
favorite. Out of all the Catwomen, she's
I
my
could see
favorite.
that. Well, you two are safe. She's in the same building as me. So,
Nervous?
yeah. Tad bit since we have a
Yes.
cat. No, but I was that whole scene when she falls off and
Mm-hmm.
dies
Mm-hmm.
because she died. We all know this. That was crazy. That was insane for a 3-year-old to be watching.
Yeah, I would say.
I bet my mom's like, "Hey, let's watch Batman." Okay,
Murder.
let's watch it. And then,
Like I said
oh, she's
earlier,
dead.
it's a circle of life.
Oh, that was intense. Intense.
Intense.
That was intense. Man, I
You
can't
don't do
speak
words
today.
good.
There you go.
My brain don't mind.
Because your mind don't.
Or is it my
It don't
mind don't
matter.
brain?
It don't do nothing anyways.
Cardinal go.
I think you had a. I think you had an Ed
All right.
moment there from Ed and Eddie. There we go. My brain stopped.
Justin, what do you think was your favorite part from your first DC movie? What the fuck are you
You,
laughing
bro,
about?
enunciating every word because you're fucking them up.
Oh.
All right, I'm done.
And that
Do
was
you
Nerd
have a
Archive.
reset button?
Yeah. Jeez. And that was the Nerd Archive podcast.
Yeah,
everybody.
I do have a reset button.
I suppose
Jesus
this was our
Christ.
final episode because, yeah, there's a couple of us here that don't seem to words good. Nah.
Not at all. Hey, to all those that are listening, we did not know what we were going to talk about today. So we are here, and this is
We
we're winging it.
literally-
Enjoy
We're
the
winging it right now.
chaos.
We literally just
beautiful.
decided on this topic
Right?
like 30 minutes before we started. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah. So I hope you guys are still with us. None of us are here.
It's like we have
Oh, man.
one brain cell between the four of us.
Between the three of you, I got none.
Between the four of us, and Salem has it currently, so there's that. Yeah.
He's somewhere.
Running around with the damn thing. Get back here, damn it.
He's- all right, Justin,
Yeah.
take
all
it
right.
away.
With my quarter of a brain cell, 2 sticks to rub together to try and form an idea. Maybe
Yeah.
this will work. I mean, honestly, I can't.
What the fuck?
What now?
You go for it. Go for it.
Oh yeah, no, this. I cannot wait to see what people think of this one when it airs.
Yeah.
Hey, so far
Yeah,
this is my
maybe.
favorite episode.
To be honest, I can't really pick one thing in particular about the movie that I liked above everything else. I mean, because both times that I saw it, I was basically just like this tall, like yay high to myself. And so, yeah, no, to be honest, I think the one that stuck with me the most as far as like the older movies would have been Superman 2. Oh, and by the way, we did get the interns to look that up. It was 4 movies that he did. There was supposed to be a 5th. Yeah, that never came to fruition.
But there was an accident.
Yeah, there was. That was a while after Superman 4, but I don't think that was the cause of there not being a 5th.
Right.
I actually think no, it was they weren't able to get the budget together, because they wanted I guess roughly the same budget as the first movie, and they weren't able to get it. And
That makes sense.
but yeah, I think honestly I liked the second one more of the 4 that he did, basically due to the villain. Like General Zod was like a really cool villain to me. as a kid in that series of movies, as it were. And so that was probably the thing that stuck out to me more than anything else. Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, I think that's why everyone felt the same way. So I think that's why they brought his character back
Oh yeah,
on Man of Steel.
Oh, yeah.
Because they could have gone with so many different
course.
villains.
Of course. To be honest, I wish they had done Doomsday better than they did in Dawn of Justice, because and honestly, that's going to be a theme with me, because I'm not really a fan of a lot of the recent entries into the DC extended universe. They really have, with few exceptions, they've generally dropped the ball. Because I think my first read into Doomsday was the Death of Superman comic, which was really cool.
And he was an alien. He was in General Zod, a Zod brought back from the dead, and it became a monster. He was an alien.
Yes,
in the newer movies.
Dawn of Justice's version of Doomsday to me was not really that good. Obviously, if you compare it to the comic book version, it doesn't really hold up well at all. At least not in my opinion. They did Zod fairly well. I think both versions are good in their own right. But if I were putting the two side by side, I would say the first version of Zod in Superman 2 to me is the better one, because he was a lot more imposing and a lot more sinister in that version, and it was, you love to hate him. So
I hated to love him.
That too.
A lot of the new movies are definitely forgettable.
Yeah, agreed.
Definitely. I think out of the new, or the DCU, I think, to me, what's it called? Damn it, Aquaman.
And that
was the best one.
The highest grossing one, anyways, from them.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna suck because I still haven't seen that one yet.
Aquaman?
Yeah, I still haven't seen Aquaman. I still haven't seen any of the Wonder Woman movies. Yeah, I know, I suck.
Wonder Woman was really good.
The first one. The first one.
Yeah, I haven't seen either one of them yet, but I am going to.
You can forget the second one.
Unless you want some eye candy with Daddy Mandalorian, but
no.
When are you gonna get sick of that joke? You're still laughing.
I'm already sick of it. All right, so Aquaman. It's a good movie. It reminds me, the color scheme of the movie reminds me a lot of Guardians of the Galaxy, because it's very colorful, and there's a lot of blue and purple. I don't know why I noticed that.
The best thing about Aquaman, colors.
There's blue and purple. The best part about Aquaman is when you see Nemo, and you would have seen Dory, but she forgot to show up.
Chaos. It's all chaos.
It's all chaos. Yeah. Actually, the best part is when Amber Heard gets punched in the face.
Does she?
No.
She doesn't.
Did she get?
She doesn't. They proved that she didn't.
Did she get fired from the new movie?
He got fired from everything.
Yeah, they're gonna. I think we're almost certain they pushed her out of Aquaman 2, and I believe they're going to recast and reshoot those scenes.
Dang.
I'm not 100% sure on that, but yeah, I think she's pretty much done with that.
Yeah,
it's a game over.
DC Universe has a lot of controversies currently between Amber Heard and Ezra Miller.
I mean, yeah, with the whole Amber Heard thing and Aquaman alone, there's quite a few.
Mm-hmm.
See, like the one thing saving DC is all the shows. Like Flash, to me, it was fun. That's it.
It was.
Yeah, we watched Lola and I. We watched every single episode until like season 5.
I'm up to date with what Netflix has.
I am too. Can't say that I'm happy about those last 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah, they kind of keep going. They're to a point that they could have ended this whole thing already, but
They could have,
yeah.
yeah.
My favorite part is the intro.
My name is Barry Allen.
My name is Barry, and I'm the fastest man alive. In every single season,
I'm
there's
not
someone
fast
faster than
enough.
him.
I have to practice more.
Every time
I'm wearing a Flash shirt.
Well, there you go.
I don't see
have
it.
any
It's
DC shirts.
blurry. It's going too fast.
On my way to steal your girl.
The colors of it, the blue and the purple of it, it's too much. Can't handle it.
Now we're gonna have to mark this episode as explicit because Lewis just flashed everybody.
That's pretty good.
That was
Nice.
good. Your
I
your
told
brain
you, I
cells
jumped
there.
adjusted.
You just used it. It's done. It's done.
Levelly
That's
love.
funny.
I'm sorry.
All right, guys, we're gonna go on a quick break. We'll be right back. Before we come back, or I don't know what's happening today. I'm underwater with Aquaman.
You under the sea?
All right, guys, under the sea. We're going on a break. When we come back, we'll be talking about our favorite DC superhero. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a flash. All right, guys, welcome back. Before we went on a break, we talked about the first DC movie we ever saw, and we're going to talk about our favorite DC superhero. So let's get it going. Let's get it going. Let's get started. Sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Superhero and villain?
What if my villain is a
Exactly.
superhero?
Ooh,
Right. That's what I meant.
that doesn't matter.
Catwoman.
Go for it.
We already talked about her. I love her. She's great. Role model, honestly.
All right, show's over.
I'm trying to think actually because I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't want to say Batman because it's
I mean, that
overplayed
seems
already.
like the obvious. Yeah, no, that seems like the
Yeah.
obvious answer. I mean, I was always partial to. I was also always partial to Green Lantern. He's a character that I enjoy watching very much, and then like the whole universe that that's built up. Yeah. See, my brain stopped.
Yeah, the brain cell jumped.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it jumped. I don't know who's got it this time. Hot potato.
Hey, we were watching Jurassic Park earlier, and something hit me when we were talking about the composer in the last episode. When we talking about part 1, 2, and 3 of Kenobi. We three of us said Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart is the Green Lantern.
The answer to that question was John Williams, I believe.
Yes.
So
Yes, it was.
For those who are watching
Yes.
that episode, those who are going to watch that episode, that are going to be screaming like, "What the? You got the name wrong! Green Lantern didn't
Perfect.
compose that."
Perfect. Now that you got to watch this
Yes,
one.
you have to watch
Well-
this off rails shit show of an episode we're producing here in order to get the actual answer. For those of you who don't know, and for those of you who do,
Little that you know was foreshadowing
Of course.
to this episode because we wanted to introduce Jon Stewart. Jesus, I can't believe I fucked that up.
oh yeah,
And none of us caught it either.
until just now.
Yeah, it didn't do justice.
Not at all. Not at all. Yeah,
Nope.
no, but yeah,
So-
as far as the superheroes are concerned, yeah, getting back to the topic at hand, before we go any further off the rails than we already are. Yeah,
impossible at this point.
I'm pretty sure that's next
Oh, it
to
is possible.
impossible here. But you know what? That's fine. I don't care. um, but yeah, no, I'm big on Green Lantern. You know, since from the beginning, from Hal Jordan
Segue.
and you know how he got started and how the character and how that entire universe has evolved to this, you know, up to this point, and super disappointed not only at uh the massive fuck up that was the Green Lantern movie with Deadpool as Green Lantern. Ha ha ha. And his uh and not having him included in Justice League was a massive mistake, I think, on
Just slap in the face.
of course, because he's one of the key members, one of the founding members of the Justice League, if I remember correctly. And not having him in that movie was just, to me, kind of insulting.
Yeah, it's that they use the new founding members, the ones that we saw in the new 52, the era. What was it called? The era 52 or
I think it was New 52.
new 52, and those were the founding members because they switch out um, Green Lantern for Cyborg because wasn't one of the founding members.
No, Cyborg was Teen Titans. Like,
Yeah,
literally, it makes no sense.
they put him there because he was one. They wanted the kids to recognize someone else other than Superman and Batman.
I suppose that works to an extent, but I mean, come on, you could have had it. You could have had it both ways. I mean, yeah, include Cyborg, cool, awesome, but why leave out Green Lantern for that reason? It to me, it made no sense. But yeah, no, as far as like Green Lanterns specifically, I think as far as like the story goes, I mean, yeah, everybody goes to like Hal Jordan being the first and the strongest Green Lantern in that mythos, and then you've got John Stewart, who is another, you know, incredible Green Lantern. But I think mine would probably have to be Kyle Rayner, and his Green Lantern, and then, you know, the story that or the path that he took into, you know, eventually becoming the first White Lantern, and the whole series behind that, which was really cool. And then the introduction of like the other Lantern cores, and the, you know, the whole backstory behind the emotional spectrum and the entities that power those. Like, I found it like incredibly cool, between like
No,
the
I
comic
agree. I think
and then the videos and stuff like that on like YouTube that I've seen that, you know, really go into detail over those characters.
no, I'm with you. I think Green Lantern. If we forget about the movie, the character itself, he and like you said, there's been multiple that have been great.
Mm.
But to me, my favorite of the Green Lanterns is John Stewart. But it's because growing up, we saw the Justice League animated series, and John Stewart was the Green Lantern we saw in there, and that was a great show. That was a great animated series between Justice League and Unlimited, or Justice League Unlimited, when they brought on other superheroes.
Oh yeah.
I think that was a good show.
Oh, it was great. And that, honestly, it highlights something that I think a lot of us can agree with, is when it comes to and I mean, at least for me, uh the things that DC does very well, I think better than anyone else. They for me, their comics, you know, sorry Marvel fans, but honestly, DC's comics are so much better. And their
A lot
animated,
darker.
yeah, that too, definitely. And their animated series, like Like their animated franchises, they do so much better. Not to say
yeah.
not to say that Marvel's TV shows or animated TV shows weren't good. Case in point, X-Men and Spider-Man and that, but they were good. But DC does animated better than anyone. Obviously, as everybody knows, Marvel has knocked it out of the park with cinematic, and pretty much everything live action.
Definitely.
They have really, really done an amazing job. DC has had so many missteps, that it's beyond belief at this point. And like I said, very few exceptions to that. One obviously being Man of Steel, and then for me, I'm sure you guys would probably agree. The other ones being, well, you guys would say Aquaman. I haven't seen that yet, but I'll take your word for it. But I am gonna see that movie at some point. And then obviously the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those were
Too bad they're not part of the DCU. I think that it would have been a lot better.
Yes, that would I would definitely agree with that. And so go ahead and go back to what you were saying before I interrupted you.
Oh, I was pretty much going to say the same thing with the animated franchise.
Yep.
When it comes to DC, I can't think of a DC animated movie that I don't like.
Oh, no doubt.
I like every single one of them, and they, especially War, like these Justice League War. That one was ridiculous.
I don't think I've seen that.
And that's DC or Justice League War. It's where the Justice League movie comes from. They use the exact same storyline.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the exact same as just the storyline, yes, but the movie, the live action movie. Whoops, calm down. The live action movie, it's completely off the rails. The animated movie made it like it was completely better. And then the sequel to War, oh my god, it's just in the first one, Darkseid comes to Earth and they lose the fight. So the second one, they take the fight to him, to his planet, and it like Batman gets captured. He gets brainwashed by Darkseid, and he becomes part of his army. So now the Justice League can't do anything because Batman knows all their secrets, and a lot of them, like Wonder Woman, is missing an arm, so she gets captured too. So she's missing an arm, so they put a prosthetic on her, and they're attacking them. It's just crazy. You got to watch it. It's Justice League War Apocalypse. It's the second one.
I gotcha. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. I just haven't seen it yet.
It's fucking insane. But going to our favorite superheroes, I agree with you. Green Lantern, Flash. I always liked Flash, but I think that I started to like him better after the TV show on the CW. And I always liked Wally West better because of the animated. But when I saw the TV series with Barry Allen, that's when I'm like, okay, Flash, he's the man. And here's the thing, they only show you a fraction of the powers that Flash has.
Because he's learning.
Like one of the one of the coolest powers that he ever had, or he ever shown on the animated, was they put a bomb on him and he couldn't, or it was on his wrist, and I think they redid it on the TV show, and he had to run as fast as he could, and he vibrated as he was reaching a building so he can go through it, but the bomb didn't vibrate, so it didn't go with him. So he was able to leave it behind. powers like that is like not only that, but he can tap into the Speed Force anytime and can go back in time, and like he can go forth.
And fuck up
Like
everything
his,
and then
Yeah.
oh,
Change it
and then
all.
fix it.
Yeah.
Kill his mom in 15 different
Which-
ways.
well, that's the thing about the DC animated movies. They all start like the beginning of the animated movies start with Flashpoint, and everything else after all the movies that happen are in an alternate timeline because of him messing up his timeline, having to go back, and the timeline completely resetting to, and it never went back to normal. So he had to. I'm not going to spoil the end of it, but he had to fix it at the end of. And the last one is War Apocalypse. That's the last one of that series, and it's like 12 different movies. It's like Phase One of Marvel, but it was. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought that all his powers are pretty cool. Superman, obviously, but I think if we're talking about DC, I have to and let's not even use, since you use Catwoman, I'm gonna go with like favorite DC character as a Joker,
Yeah.
because not only the animated but the live action Jokers that we've had, except for Jared Leto,
We don't talk about that one.
that never happened.
We don't talk about
But
Pluto.
it's who are you talking about?
we don't talk. Yeah, we don't talk about Jared.
Wait. Why are we talking
Morbius?
about Jared? Like, what did he? What like?
You don't want to? No.
Did he?
No,
like,
I'm not
Jared
going
Leto
into
do
that.
something?
Yeah, something about Subway. I don't know. So all the Jokers that we've seen, starting from, damn it, what's his name? The one from the TV series.
Joker.
Yes, the actor, you dumbass.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm honestly drawing a blank because I knew. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I definitely know that there was an actor that played the Joker before Jack Nicholson did with the original Batman. Well, the first Batman movie. But damn, I'm drawing a blank
Hold
on
that
that one.
Do you want to
Cesar
type louder?
Romero.
Cesar Romero. Yeah,
I didn't know a Hispanic
Se-
could play him.
Spanish
That's good.
fellow.
yeah, he was the first one. It's funny because, fun fact, if you watch that TV series, his makeup, you can see that he's got a mustache under his makeup, but it's because when he was at that time he was very well known for doing other shows, and his persona, his like everyone knew him because of his mustache, so he couldn't shave it. So it's there, but not really. But Cesar Romero, you had Jack Nicholson, you had Heath Ledger,
Joker.
you had Jared Leto,
Some guy we don't talk about.
yeah, we got Mark Hamill as, to me, one of the best Jokers, right next to Heath Ledger and Joaquin Phoenix. The list of amazing Jokers,
Y'all
it's
are
no
gonna-
joke.
Nice. Y'all are gonna
No
kill
joke.
me. I still haven't seen the Joker movie.
I haven't either.
It's not
It's
bad.
okay.
It's good. It's slow, but that's the purpose of that
It's-
movie. Is just showing that
Right.
history that nobody shown before.
God.
Right, don't go into movie thinking that you're gonna get a superhero movie
Okay.
or a villain movie. Is a more of a human side of him, of having mental illness.
Don't we all?
I kind of inferred that, with the previews and trailers and that stuff that I'd seen. So I wasn't really expecting something too grandiose, as it were. So I've got, I'm tempering my expectations when I go and finally watch that movie.
And we're
It's a
getting
great
second
movie
one.
overall.
We're getting a second one, so
Yep.
Ooh.
No
get
shit.
up to speed.
Yeah, I definitely need to.
Yeah, and we're going to the theaters to watch that one. We're making this a thing every time, guys. everyone that's watching, every time that a new movie comes out, we have to go watch it so we can talk about it for you guys, just for you guys.
Yes, I gotta get up to speed with some movies and
With Sim,
huh?
Sim.
Some
with
movies
Sim, son,
Simpsons.
like Jurassic World.
Yes.
like Jurassic World.
But going back to the Joker,
Yeah.
Mark Hamill is the longest running Joker right now
He's the longest running
because
joke.
he's put some respect to the name.
Joker.
Ouch.
Yeah, stupid. No, when he first started, he started in the Batman animated series, which is to me one of the best animated series of all times to me. And it's still, if you play it right now, it's still good. So Yadi, who is your favorite superhero villain?
DC.
So
Character.
I wanted to change a little bit, and I did enjoy. It reminded me when you guys mentioned Teen Titan, Beast Boy.
Ooh.
I was
Ooh.
envy that shape shifting.
Voice.
Yeah, I
Enough of
started
that.
watching the new Titans and I haven't gotten to the point where he's in. So, oh yeah, no, I did watch that one episode. I don't know what to say about Titans yet, but I did like the cartoons for sure.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, not the new Teen Titans.
No.
Not the new, yeah, the old when they
I
were
do
in
like
Cartoon
how,
Network.
Yeah.
yeah, I do like how they break the fourth wall in the new show. They're sitting on a couch and they're watching TV and they're going through channels and they run into their
The show.
the old show and
That
they're
was
like,
fun
"What
to
is
watch.
this? Why do I look so cool?"
Oh, so this must be
Brutal.
after like they're known in the show itself. Like maybe how many series is from this new Titan show? I don't know. Maybe it's
Oh
later.
no, I mean I'm talking about I'm talking about the other animated one, Teen Titans Go.
Oh, I thought it was the human version.
No, it's they're sitting the Teen Titans Go. They're sitting in their tower, and I guess there's a villain plane that takes over their TV and it starts playing them their old show, and he's like, "People, this is what you guys should have looked like, and you you guys look so like stupid now."
Probably
like-
a lot of people agree, anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably why they
Yeah.
did it, because I think it's the same people, the same creators.
Might be.
Yeah. So Beast Boy,
Yeah, Beast Boy.
you
And
like-
if I had to pick a villain, I've always liked Bane. But the one with the toxic shit on it, not the recent movie one. That one was alright.
Oh,
Yeah.
He
Dark
needed to
Knight
be
Rises.
bigger. Yeah, he needed to be bigger. Like that's not
you're
Bane, but
you're talking about Batman and Robin one.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, like he's definitely he was a luchador. Not that specific one, but the cartoon version. Not from the movie because he didn't talk or anything. But
Right.
if they did something newer that will have some of the toxic shit on it, you
To
know,
be
create
honest, I
something
don't-
better.
I don't think his
Yeah, I like
character
that.
really translated well to live action. And honestly, I kind of liked the Dark Knight Rises. I liked his take
I don't
somewhat
mind it.
on
It's a good
Probably an
version.
unpopular opinion, but
It's a
you
good
know-
version, but it's not
Yeah.
what I like. Venom. Venom. I'm thinking of the actor. You know, is not what I like Bane for. You know, I like
Oh, yeah.
the background story of him being a luchador and you know, having that toxic shit on it. They played
You
it.
keep saying toxic shit.
It is. I don't know what else to call it.
Well, I mean, you
Toxic.
weren't
Acid.
far off because you said Venom, and I'm pretty sure that's the substance that he was on, that he was pumping himself full of to
Right.
make him into the gigantic rage monster that he was. You know, and
I think in parts
yeah.
he reminds me of Hulk. Probably which is
Yeah.
why I like him. But even though he's not good, but still, yeah, I like them.
Yeah, I like the zombie. What's his name? The one that looks like Hulk in the comic books. They also did it in the animated series. Oh fuck, what's his name?
It wasn't Solomon Grundy, was it?
Yeah, Solomon Grundy, because he's a zombie version of the Hulk. If you look at it that
Yeah.
way, and they brought him into Gotham, the series, and it wasn't the same. Obviously, it wasn't the same. He was a normal dude. He was actually one of the Falcone gang. He eventually starts helping Fish Mooney, and then he dies and becomes that.
That's the one
That's-
show I
So he
never
gets
got
brought
into.
back.
Yeah, it's
I
same.
watch every season because the last episode, the Joker that actually here. Okay,
That Joker was actually good.
yeah, this the second version because they did the first version and they killed him off because they were twins,
Yeah.
and the other twin, which was supposed to be the good guy and normal, he lost it and actually became the Joker because they actually never say that it's Joker. They never reference him as the Joker. You can tell because it was Fox that was doing Gotham, and they don't have the rights, so they couldn't name Penguin the Penguin.
Wait, so
Because
technically, sorry, backing up a little bit. So Fox made that Gotham
technically that's
series?
Disney.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah,
Soon see it on Disney Plus.
yeah. No, but the whole Joker on that is pretty cool. In the last episode, we fast forward 15 years and we actually see Batman and the Joker fighting. They never say it's Batman because they don't have the rights. And they never say it's the Joker, but it's the suit and the guy dressed up as Joker.
Sneaky,
Yeah.
sneaky.
I don't know about you guys, but I honestly think that they should all just sell to and again, this is probably an unpopular opinion with a lot of people that might that will watch this episode. I think they ought to just sell to Disney and leave it to guys like Kevin Feige and them because they seem to know what the hell they're doing.
I agree.
A little bit. I think so.
They'll make.
I think so.
They'll make better everything.
Either that or they need to fire whoever's making the decisions.
Pretty much. I mean, they seem to be they seem to be getting their heads out of their asses when it comes to Star Wars.
Right.
Because some of those series, to me aren't like not terrible, but not as good as they should be. Obviously getting off the topic of the episode, but seriously, I just watched part 5 of Obi-Wan, and like I was telling you guys on Discord, it's better, a lot better than all the episodes that came before it. They're, it's definitely going in the right direction, I think. And obviously, our predictions for specific characters were pretty much on the money.
Right.
So, there you go.
All right, guys. We're going to go on a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking about maybe the movies that we're most excited about that are coming into the DC universe, if we're excited. We'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back. We just came back from the break, and before the break, we said that we were going to be talking about what DC movie we're most excited to see. And I'm sure that we can all say that it's one movie in particular, because there's nothing else coming out.
Yeah.
Black Adam, that's it.
Oh, mic drop.
No, Black Adam definitely looks like an interesting one. It could potentially be something good that has come out from DC in a good while, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I think that when a franchise is dead, you bring Dwayne Johnson to bring it back.
Yeah, you could always trust him. I can't speak either. Sorry.
Oh, trust.
Trust him.
I can trust them.
Because the same thing happened with Journey to the Center of the Earth. They couldn't get Brendan Fraser to come back. The only way that they could at least have something
Washable.
fairly decent, right? Fairly decent was with The Rock. And then the same thing with Jumanji. I don't think that people would have gone to see it or as many people.
Kevin Hart is a good part of it too.
Right. And a lot of the movies that they do together are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have a good chemistry. Maybe he makes a cameo in the new movie. They're close like that. They can bring each other to the movies.
Leave it to The Rock to give the people's elbow to any franchise and bring it back from the dead.
And let him smell what he's cooking.
Hey, I always wonder what he was cooking though, because we couldn't smell it.
Rock toast.
I mean,
let's hope he wasn't cooking rock.
Nobody will ever know.
You know what that is? Okay, good. Let's just keep it that way.
Actually, I have made a recipe of his pancakes, and it's too good.
I thought you were gonna say rock.
No. It's a coconut banana pancakes.
Ooh,
Yeah, that sounds good.
that sounds
That sounds very Hawaiian.
There's
Very
a lot of
tropical.
It's pretty good though. It's a lot of peanut butter and syrup at the end. That's good shit. Good shit.
A lot of proteins and carbs.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
it sounds tasty as hell.
Mm-hmm.
And talking about The Rock saving a franchise, I don't think there would be a 10th movie of Fast and Furious if he wouldn't be in 3 of them. I think that they would have it would have ended like if they would have done Fast and Furious 5 without him. I think that would have been it.
That's why they gave him his own spin-off.
Yeah, and then Tyrese was pissed at him because it was supposed to be about family, and there was no family involved in that.
It's about money, bro.
And there was
No familia?
yeah, but
his family.
But they kept the right. They kept the family theme going. So I don't understand. It was because he wasn't in it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but I
His
think
side of his family wasn't in it.
I think they hashed things out.
And the fact that Ryan Reynolds made a cameo on her,
Oh yeah,
that was great.
I don't
there's
remember
another
that
one
part.
coming of those. I believe that there's a second one.
I think I might have missed that. Which one did he make a cameo in?
Yeah.
Hobbs
And
Shaw.
Hobbs and Shaw,
Where at?
they're
He-
sitting in the diner or in the cafe, whatever, and
He's
he's
like
with his daughter.
the cop that asked him to do something at the beginning, and then taking care of his daughter supposedly.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember that.
I'll have to watch that again because
He calls him his friend, and Dwayne is like, "We're not friends." Oh, yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Oh,
sounds like him.
okay. I remember. I remember that.
I think we
It finally clicked, but
then we can do a Dwayne Johnson. We can do
Stop
a
thinking about
podcast
his
about
Johnson,
him. We can do a podcast about him, I guess.
Which
something
one?
you want to say, Yad?
Yeah, he's thinking about his Johnson,
The Rock.
Dwayne the Johnson Rock. Like I said, we were gonna come back and talk about Black Adam.
Well, there's another movie
Probably-
coming out too.
Well, it was Flash, but now there's a whole ordeal with Ezra Miller, so I don't think that's coming back. That's not coming out.
Yeah,
Oh,
like I said, there's a lot
He
of
is
controversy.
in deep waters.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened
Also,
with him.
So, just a quick rundown. It doesn't have to say in the episode if you guys don't want it, but just a quick rundown. Essentially, he threatened to uh, burn down a house where he was staying with and a couple that was staying in there, because he stole their passports and they reported him, or something along those lines. He also was trying to groom a 12-year-old girl, and they got a restraining order against him. And the latest I read what we were talking about it earlier, Louise, is that he was also harassing an 18-year-old girl, and he is currently missing, because they've tried to find him to give him essentially the paperwork of like, hey, you can't come near this girl anymore, you can't contact her anymore, and they haven't been able to find him.
Huh.
Oh yeah,
So
he had also recently
There was a whole
deleted his-
kidnapping.
Yeah,
yeah, I
and then
believe
he'd
so.
recently deactivated his Instagram. Amid those mounting allegations and all that
Yeah.
shit. Because he was taunting them about you'll never find me or some dumb shit like that, and then all of a sudden his Instagram just disappears.
Yeah,
Wow.
he cannot get away fast enough.
He can't run
No.
away fast enough.
He's a Flash.
Which is a bummer because I was excited for the Flash movie because I liked him in what was it, Batman versus Superman, or one of them,
No, Justice League.
Justice League. I liked him in there. I thought he could be a really good Flash, and then this fuckery happened.
Yep.
He
We
made
were
a
all
cameo
excited for
on-
Michael Keaton.
He made
For
a
who?
cameo on the one of the shows with the Flash, like Barry Allen in the show itself, and they see each other.
Yeah.
It was on the
Crisis on Infinite Earths.
yep.
Yep.
Crisis.
Yeah, that was a good episode, or a good 4-episode series,
Oh, yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be really cool though, because they can have him going, into the Speed Force and changing something, and having Grant Gustin coming out as Flash permanently for the newer movies.
I think that they should just completely get rid of Ezra Miller and come in and bring in Grant Gust.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, they definitely need to recast that because they shouldn't just shit can the entire movie.
Yeah.
It's just going to take longer because they have to recast somebody.
Delaying it, yes, definitely, but as long as it's not cut out entirely, because that would kind of suck.
That would hurt the DC franchise completely.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Because it would probably set back everything else that they had in motion.
Yeah.
Because he's a Flash. It's in motion.
Right. Right. He's in fast motion. They need to do it fast.
Yeah.
To act fast. No, but I think that there's a lot of movies that they have coming after this that have to do with what he did in this movie, like the whole Flashpoint. So
it sounds like all of that is pretty much delayed at this point until they can figure their shit out.
Yeah.
Did they finish shooting the movie itself?
I thought it had finished shooting.
Right.
Either that or they were almost done.
Right.
It was far along.
Yeah.
They had trailers and everything.
Yep.
I
That's
say
gonna be
just
tough.
put it out. Just put it out there and don't pay him any money.
He may have already gotten paid, to be completely honest with
I
you.
was going to say that. Yeah, that's not.
Depends if they get like percentage of the sales and all that stuff.
Yeah, they get royalties.
Oh yeah,
after the fact.
There's definitely contracts and all that stuff involved. So regardless of his current legal standing and all that, he still has to get paid. To be honest, yeah, no, I would think it's going to be a pain in the ass, but I would lean towards reshooting.
Yeah,
entirely.
discarding the whole process.
Yep, restart production from the beginning, because if you just finish it as it is with this guy in there, based on everything that's going on,
it's going to be boycotted.
Oh, of course. Very few people are going to go and see it, and so then of course that's going to make DC look even worse, and the production studios are going to look like shit because of it. And it's like, no, err on the side of caution, scrap the whole thing, recast it, and start over.
Unfortunately for them. Is there a when you're trying to join a government job, they do background checks on you and stuff like that? Is there something that they should ploy to start, hiring people or actors and actresses?
Well, that's the thing. I think if you're an actor, everything's out there.
Pretty much, yeah.
Especially in today's,
Especially with social media, everything is out there.
Also,
See,
it
that's
might happen
confusing
like
and
what,
upsetting.
like what happened to Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
He got fired from things before a decision or even the truth came out. So
the court of public
I would
opinion
say-
and the fucking cancel
Right.
culture.
Yeah.
right, yeah, I would say to just put it out there and let the world decide if they want to watch it or not.
I'll go watch it.
Yeah, I don't care.
Not because of him.
I'll
No,
go watch it when
I
since
don't
it's
go
in, like,
to I don't go
free
to a movie because
site.
of an actor. To be honest, it's mainly like the story.
Right.
Have any actor in it. I mean,
It's like I love Deadpool, I love Ryan Reynolds, but whenever I haven't seen Project Adam still, and he's in it. So, and
You haven't seen
he's
Project
one of my
Adam?
favorite actors. Project Adam, I haven't seen it.
that's a
Pretty
great
good.
movie.
It's a great movie, yeah.
Yeah.
You might cry a little bit.
Yeah. Also, the little kid in it.
Does the dad die?
fantastic.
Does the dad die like Mufasa?
No,
All
you
right,
gotta watch it.
Project Adam. Where can I see that on? Because I
Netflix.
Netflix.
shit.
It's a Netflix original. You don't have Netflix.
No, I do not.
It's
Hold
the
that
one streaming
thought.
service you don't have.
Hold that thought.
We're holding.
I know you're holding.
All of our thoughts have been held today. Like, I don't
I'm
understand.
sorry. It's just Netflix. Just Netflix. Watch
It's
it
a
anyway.
Netflix
Yeah.
original.
Mm,
Yes, I understand.
Apparently not.
yeah.
Can I take the brain cell back?
Sorry,
What are you doing,
me?
Justin?
Intern Steve.
Yeah. I'm just kind of looking it up to see if it's anywhere else.
Can
How
you
long
do
ago
it's
did that?
not.
How? Yeah.
Sorry, I was
Came out
just
this
I just looked for you, that's why.
No, I got you. How long ago?
It came
did
out
that
this
come
year, like early this year, or maybe no, like 2 months ago.
Gotcha.
March
All right, so they
1st.
wouldn't. All right, yeah. So they wouldn't.
2-3
have
months
that.
ago.
Yeah, so they wouldn't have it on any other services yet.
Well, maybe you're gonna have to come over and watch it
Maybe.
because I haven't seen it. So
Ooh, content ideas.
Yeah, cry together and hug each other.
Justin, we can have a bromance.
Sure, why not?
You can get a blanket and share the blanket together. And
Oh, I have a Star Wars blanket that we can share.
Are you
You
guys
can
gonna
hold-
hold
It has-
each other's hilt?
It has. Ooh.
Oh, I had a feeling that joke was gonna pop up at some point.
Oh, it's not the only thing it's gonna pop up. I'm gonna be like, Justin, is that your hilt, or are you just excited to see me? Dang. Okay. So, what are we excited about Black Adam?
To be honest,
Although Black Adam gets killed in Deadpool 2, though.
Huh?
You watch Deadpool 2?
Yeah.
I've seen
There's a
it, yeah.
character. There's a character that Deadpool's making fun of the whole movie because his name is Black Adam, but he's white.
I don't remember. I gotta
He's
watch
like-
it again.
And then when they're in that truck transport thing, he
Hmm.
gets shot. He's like, "You shot Black Adam." Okay, go back.
Yeah, I can't really point to like any one like aspect in particular that I'm excited about, at this point, because I haven't really seen any of the previews or trailers or anything like that for it. I've seen
Oh, we should
some
make a
videos.
pause.
Huh?
We should make a pause and we watch it, and then we come back.
You're stupid.
That's
gonna be a couple of months pause.
yeah, it probably
Oh, the
by the time I
trailer.
get around to it. Yeah, by the time I get
Oh,
around
the
to it,
trailer.
yeah, by the time I get around to it, it'll the movie will probably be out already, and there won't be any point. But no, I can't really point to anything in particular, like I said, because I haven't seen any of the previews and stuff. I've seen some YouTube videos talking about it and little snippets of it. So you know,
Yeah,
I'm genuinely curious about the movie, and I definitely want to go see it. So that's definitely, I would assume that's
Right.
definitely something we're going to be doing.
For sure.
Yeah.
Maybe Yadi should take a trip and we can all see it together and record a podcast all together.
And YouTube content.
No doubt.
Giggity, giggity. All right.
I will
Giggity.
take that as confirmation, sir.
He said, all right. Maybe.
Like, with that movie, like the trailer shows a lot of like heroes that are gonna show up there. And actually, I saw
I gotta see the last. I gotta see the last one because I haven't seen it yet either.
I saw a comparison of one of the parts of the video with comparing to Iron Man, where there's similarities but also pretty different. But he chooses. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. You just gotta watch it. But
It's a trailer.
well, he chooses to, like, he's flying, and then there's two jets come by him, and
And then he stops.
no. So like
He's-
he instead of stopping, he basically just smack it. And he chose to just basically kill that person. I don't know if he died, but in Iron Man, obviously he cares about the people and he saves them, even though he tries to get away from them and whatnot.
Right.
But that's
The kill count on those movies is ridiculous. Even though they don't tell you they're dead, like every single person that Captain America hit with the shield, it's dead. We saw what happened to Captain Carter.
Well, like there was a turbo action happening that threw the thing on, so I don't think.
Yeah.
Enhanced by Scarlet Witch's powers.
Yeah,
Right.
it was a possess shield.
Yep.
It's
All good.
hilarious how we I think that we can all agree that first superhero movie we saw was
Batman.
a DC movie.
Yeah.
And then they stayed there.
And that's they peaked. That's where they peaked.
Yeah. The first two Superman movies, the first two Batman movies, and then
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. The moment we knew DC was done was when they decided to put nipples on Batman on the Batman suit.
Yeah.
With what?
Nipples on the Batman suit on Batman Forever
George
and Batman
Clooney?
and Robin.
I don't know why I have that vivid thing in my head, because I was
Just
confused.
Batman's
So
nipples.
what? Yeah, no, that's what I'm
Oh, yeah.
thinking.
Just plastic black nipples.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Although I will say Val Kilmer was not a terrible Batman. He was a good Batman.
It was the way that the movie was written.
Yeah.
It was written like a satire. Like I watch them now and that's how they feel. Like it's just making fun of the characters.
I mean, I think he tried to be, I guess, a more serious character, but then it was just kind of, for me, it was upended by the just over the top wackiness of the Riddler and Two-Face. I'm just like, okay, it was cool to me.
It's like they wanted to like replicate what the Batman TV series did. The only thing that was missing was the transition. Bam, boom.
Oh yeah. The old campy TV series with Adam West in them. That's
Right.
And I don't think it worked though.
No,
No,
not at all.
And then it just to me they just kind of went off the deep end with Batman and Robin. Like they really
Definitely. Then they stopped making movies for a while after that because we didn't get another DC movie. I can't remember another DC movie after that until The Dark Knight or Batman Begins. Sorry.
Batman.
Yeah, it was all Batman. That's it. It was all Batman
It's like Marvel was capitalizing on Spider-Man.
for the most part. Yeah. Well, that was Sony, but yeah,
Right. It's like all we had in the
and Hulk.
the early 2000 was either X-Men or Spider-Man. That's all we got.
And that's the thing though, that was from other studios after they were basically sold the movie rights to those characters.
We keep going back to Marvel.
I wonder why.
Because
Well,
it just
at the
works
end of
so
the episode,
goddamn well.
It
But,
really
I mean,
did. Even those like old X-Men movies that people no longer like are still like, I would still sit down and watch them rather than any new DC.
pretty much.
we probably
Like,
won't
every
talk
time I
about
go-
DC until Black Adam comes out, anyways.
Right. Like right now, the only thing people are talking about DC is the whole Ezra Miller thing.
Yeah, or the Amber
Although,
Heard.
right, but I gotta be honest. I think that I lost my point, so we're gonna move on.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, yeah, no, the whole segment I think can be summed up that everybody's pretty much fairly excited for Black Adam, which
Mhm.
Unfortunately isn't coming out until towards the end of October. So we've got a
But it's
fair
still
wait.
this year.
We've still got a fair wait to to deal with, but I am definitely kind of looking forward to it. So
Just 4 months away.
Definitely. We've been waiting for what, 2 years now? 3? Because
He's been waiting.
The Rock
10
has been
years
talking about it forever.
for a long time.
So it is what it is. We can wait a little bit longer.
yeah, no doubt.
I think I read
It
that
sounds
he
promising.
was working on this for 10 years exactly
Damn.
Oh shit.
to get it going basically first, and
He's producing
he
it.
always wanted to
Really?
play the character anyways.
Yeah. Was it $4 or $4? What is the name of
Seven
$7? Yeah, $7 production is attached to it.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's involved in every single level of this movie.
New Line Cinema, DC Films, and $7 Productions. And then there's a fourth one here, Flynn Picture Co.
I'm surprised Warner Brothers not involved, and probably that's why it's gonna be good.
They are.
They're involved.
There
in
you
it?
are. It's being distributed by Warner Brothers Pictures.
Well, there you go.
Well, they have to.
It's their
Yeah.
their
Not
license.
necessarily. I mean, they're not. They're distributing it, but they're not really. But it doesn't. They're not listed under production companies. It's just the 4 that I listed, and then it's distributed by Warner. So yeah,
Gotcha.
their name. So yes,
That makes sense.
So their logo is going to be plastered on it for sure. But you have better production companies that are taking charge of that. Well, at least 2 of them. One of them,
Right.
DC Films, is as we all know, is hit or miss, and then Flynn Picture, I don't know anything about, so I couldn't tell you. No shit, Pierce Brosnan is Dr. Fate.
Yes.
Holy
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
James Bond is
He's-
fucking Dr. Fate.
Yeah, I think he's on the trailer.
I definitely need to watch these trailers now.
Do it.
All right, so let's do a trivia.
Ooh,
What
DC trivia
is
time.
Batman's real name? I'm just kidding. Who is
Give me
the
1 second.
Oracle in DC universe?
Is that your actual question?
That's one of them, but it's easy.
Not for me, it's not, because I'm not familiar with it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
I think we established this. I suck.
Yes.
if you ask me this question, I wouldn't have remember.
Mm.
So I don't, and I knew who it was, but I wouldn't remember until I read it.
You said the Oracle?
Oh,
Yeah, I don't
I
remember
can
her
ask
name.
it again if you want to have a better.
No, I don't remember what her name is.
The OG Batgirl.
Yes, because she gets shot by the Joker in her spine, and she becomes paraplegic.
What's
so
her name?
She wants to. Barbara Gordon.
Yeah.
She still wants to help, so she becomes the Oracle.
See, I never would have gotten that.
What was Wonder Woman original name
Ooh,
before Wonder Woman?
That's another one I.
The Amazing Woman.
Gal Gadot.
No.
I hope that you're not in the same one I have, but
You all give up?
I can say it.
Go for it.
Suprema. Suprema y la prima de él.
For all those who don't know what he says, su prima in Spanish can mean his cousin,
Like your cousin.
your cousin,
Like your cousin.
your cousin.
No, your.
Oh, I got a good one here. Which Marvel writer worked for DC Comics at one point?
Is that a trick question?
No.
I don't know any other names besides Stan Lee because I never read the comics.
Ding, 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 ding.
But yeah.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Stan Lee worked for DC Comics.
Oh shit.
I remember reading that a while back. But wish it was like way at the beginning, right?
Yeah.
That's why a lot of characters kind of.
It was this was way back when it was just called Detective Comics.
I was gonna ask that actually. Well, what does DC stands for?
It's funny because it's DC Comics, which is Detective comic.
Yep.
And it's still about DC. But what is the name? What name is Captain Marvel also sometimes known by?
Shazam.
Captain Marvel Jr.
Shazam. That's his. Captain Marvel was the original name.
Oh yeah. But thanks to Marvel and the MCU and all that, they can't use it.
Yep.
Even though DC had it first.
I got one.
Go for it.
Which villain became famous as the man who broke the bat?
There could be two. It could be either the Joker or the Riddler.
Nope.
Neither?
If you
broke him.
Physically
Bane?
broke him, it sounds like Bane.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was mentally broken.
No, he's like that since, his parents.
What is the name of Superman's father? Real father?
Jor-El?
Super Dad.
Jor-El, yes.
Since we're talking about Superman, what does Superman's logo represents?
Hope.
Well, definitely.
But what does it actually represent?
Superman.
No.
The House of L.
The House of L. The crest of his family. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. This is the end of the episode. You guys are amazing. Make sure you follow us on social media on the Nerd Archive Productions. Thank you again. We'll see you guys on the next. Peace.